Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and we're live for West Ham against Liverpool at Liverpool. Also the 3 p.m. games will keep you across everything going on in football, but this is a big game. Liverpool haven't been playing that well, but they have had two really good results on the road. Sunderland and Nottingham Forest. Don't know why I'm speaking like that. But they have had two really good results on the road, Liverpool, Sunderland and Forest. No goals conceded, 6 points. Got them right back in the Champions League race. Opportunity knocks today against West Ham. A win moves them further away from Chelsea, closer to Aston Villa. And Champions League football becomes a reality again. When a few weeks ago for Liverpool, it was looking a little bit unlikely. West Ham need points. They need points. They've been playing really well, West Ham, over the last few weeks, but they haven't been getting enough points. And have they given themselves too much to do? We'll have to wait and see. Early game today, 1-1 between Bournemouth and Sunderland. Friday night game last night, Wolves 2, Villa 0, which means the league table, a win for Liverpool would put them 3 points behind Aston Villa. They've still got to play each other, of course. A win for West Ham would put them above Forest and a point behind Tottenham. So, yeah, lots to play for this afternoon, and there are lots of games to get involved in as well. Hope you're all doing well. West Ham play 4-5-1 today. Difficult at Anfield, says Andy. Yeah, the new 4-5-1. We've heard of that one before. And, look, it probably will be quite a difficult game. Jared Gillette had a mare in the Sunderland game, says Tanish. I didn't watch it, mate. I didn't watch it, so I'd have to take your thoughts on that. Are you going to watch Bayern Dortmund later? I'm going to have my eyes on it. We are going to do Leeds against Man City, but I do want to keep on that as well. Thank you very much. Unai Emery is a sore loser, says Tanish. There we go. Anybody who's asking what my big announcement is tomorrow, check out at Goldbridge Mark, my Instagram story. Probably one of the best bits of music in the world. Teasing a big announcement tomorrow. So that will be announced tomorrow. I can't announce anything today. And if I announced it today, it would be wrong because it isn't announceable today. So it would have to be tomorrow, potentially. Might not even happen tomorrow, so let's wait and see. Have you seen the new changes for the World Cup? You will like them, says we are getting relegated. Feed me. Tell me what it is. Talking about feeding me, you might see a little thing about HelloFresh next to me. Today's show is brought to you by HelloFresh. We've worked with them before. They're absolutely fantastic. They're serving up a winning game plan for That's Football's community today. No stress, no hassle, just proper sorted meal times. Quick, convenient, straight to your door. So how does it work? It's a top tier signing for That's Football, if I'm being honest. There's something for everyone, whether you're a picky eater, fancy mixing things up, or just want a solid, no-nonsense meal. And helping us beat the February lull in energy, they've stepped it up again. Double the weekly recipes, twice as many healthy options, loads of meals ready in under 30 minutes, and more premium ingredients than ever. And the treats are all off the scale healthy. Fruits, juices, sides, and more. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, go to the website, scan the QR code, or go through the link in the description. Basically, food delivery to your door. You can pick the meals you want. So I've got Italian-style pork and oregano sausage meatballs with peas, tomato and spinach sauce and a delicious cheesy mash. I've also got from the Balanced Lifestyle range, Cherimoula baked chicken thighs with a spicy kick, ready in under 30 minutes. And another high-protein favourite, I've got beef burrito bowl with chorizo and a honey halloumi side. A restaurant-quality dish straight to your table in just under 20 minutes. So you basically pick your dinner, gets delivered to your door. You get 3 or 4 recipes delivered to your door, everything you need in a box. And then you get ingredient cards as well, which tell you the nutritional value, how to cook it. Absolutely fantastic. No need to get any extras, all delivered to your door. You can pick whatever you want. Effortless cooking experience, utmost convenience. And the best bit is, I've saved the best bit till last, exclusive offer. That's Football viewers. You can use the code That'sFresh50. 50% off your first box with the code That'sFresh50, 20% off your next 4 boxes, and free treats for 3 months. Don't miss out that exclusive deal because it's ours. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code now to embark on a gastronomic journey with HelloFresh. You can literally be getting online, ordering all your dishes today, get them early next week, and you're sorted. Absolutely. Check it out, HelloFresh. Thank you very much to them. Okay, let's have a quick look at the chat. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. What's your news? Not telling you. That'll be back tomorrow. So we have got some other games going on this afternoon. I just need to prep myself a little bit better here because I haven't actually got things ready. Bundesliga still is on That's Football. We're back next Friday with Bayern Munich. The reason we weren't live last night is because we've had a little bit of an international break ourselves, mid-season break. So we've missed the last 2 Fridays, but we're back with a bang on that next Friday and right the way through to the end of the season. Relegation, Champions League spots, even a title race potentially if Bayern Munich and if Dortmund can do something at home to Bayern Munich at 5:30 today. As I said earlier, Bournemouth drew with Sunderland. Little bit of an interesting one there. There are some German games going off at the moment, but they're all 0-0 too. And we have some 3 o'clock games going on as well as Liverpool against West Ham. Burnley play Brentford. Yeah. Newcastle Everton. I think that's quite an interesting one. Also at 3 o'clock. We'll keep you up to date with that. So, Kenny Dalglish is doing some sign language. You'll never walk alone here. He's having a great time. He's having a great time. King Kenny, they call him. I don't know whether he's a Sir. Is he Sir Kenny Dalglish? Look, I'm a Man United fan. I respect Kenny Dalglish. I respect goats of the game, but I don't know whether he's a Sir or not. But she's doing a sign language. You'll never walk alone. Impressive stuff, actually. The strange thing is I don't have the audio on and I haven't got a clue what she's saying because I don't know sign language, which is, it's not that strange, is it? But I have no audio and I don't know what she's doing. We're up and running in the second. We're up and running here. Sorry, I've missed it as per bloody usual because I'm too busy trying to be relevant. Come on, you Irons, says Plant. Look, I think West Ham have done really well in the last few weeks. They were very unlucky not to beat United. They were very unlucky not to beat Chelsea. They took 1 point from 6. So they have done quite well, West Ham. But obviously, this is a different kettle of fish going to Anfield. I do like doing the 3 o'clock game. So what are we on? 40 seconds. So I am... Oh, how do I do this? I want to be... How do I do this? So I'm on 43. There, 6 seconds ahead. So if I go there... Idiot. How are you going to do this now? You're an absolute twat. You've not even... You've turned it off, you idiot! Oh, why are you so rubbish at doing timers? It's Miles. You're still late. You're wrong again. This is laughable. There we go. Oh, whoa. Yeah, that's about right now. If you don't get it right, you get it wrong. Right, let's get the stats carousel working. Start, bench, sell. Zidane, Lahm, Silva, Maradona. You've got too many players there. You can't do start, bench, sell. Oh, start, bench, loan, sell. No, Ray's not doing that. Stop trying to be. I hate it when something works and people try to steal something on top. It doesn't work. Start, bench, sell, loan doesn't work. So I'm refusing to do it. I'm making a stand. Absolute rubbish. Also, what Silva are you talking about? David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Long John Silva. You've not thought it through. Right. Let me get this started. Okay, thank you to HelloFresh. Right, you should have stats on the screen. The team news is going to be coming around very, very soon for you. But I can give you the team news. Liverpool are starting with a right back in Joe Gomez, which I think actually makes a lot of sense. I don't think Szoboszlai at right back doesn't really work. So it's Alisson, Kirkez, Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Salah, Ekitike. Obviously, that's because there is no Wirtz. Their bench, again, isn't very strong, although Frimpong is back and on the bench. West Ham, Hermansen, Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Disasi, Diouf, Magasa, Soucek, Fernandez, Bowen, Somerville, and Castellanos. Yes, look, Tadebo's on the bench for them. I think he's a good player, but he's not made it into the starting lineup. So look, they've got they'll give it a good. They're gonna give it a good old go. Too much there. Too many G's. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, this. But Liverpool will want to win, knowing that a win for them puts them 3 points ahead of Chelsea, and Chelsea play Arsenal tomorrow, another one of our live watch-alongs. Just a little bit of a... just a little bit of a warning. West Ham actually haven't lost in their last 3 games. But then again, Chelsea haven't lost in their last 6, and I can't see them getting anything at the Emirates tomorrow. Are you excited for your Moscow Mule tomorrow? What game will it be, says Jade. Yes, I need to get the ingredients for that, Jade. Let me write it down. I have to go to the bloody shop again, aren't I? Gonzo said, I'm a Hammers fan for 90 minutes. What's your thoughts on Iran? Just I hope nobody steps in to help Iran, otherwise it's big trouble time, isn't it? I mean, I'll be honest, I've not really read up on it, but you don't want them having nuclear weapons, to be fair. Good shot. Goal! Goal! Oh, what a terrible start for West Ham. Ekitike has scored, near post glitch, 1-0 already, and it's a goal for Liverpool. And I tell you what, it didn't feel like it was going to go in. It's a dream start for Liverpool. It's a nightmare start for West Ham, and realistically should not have got in, I don't think. Ekitike sort of peels off to the back post. There's certainly no offside, and it's a good shot, but it should never go in. I think it might deflect. Keeper doesn't even stretch for it. Yeah, deflection. You can't do much about it. Yeah, it looked a little bit like the keeper was at fault, but as the shot goes past the West Ham defender, there's a little bit of a deflection that puts it right into the bottom corner, and the keeper can't react quick enough. Yeah, he's been wrong-footed by the deflection. You can't do much about that. Oh, he's doing a thumb celebration now, Ekitike. I've not seen that one before. Chris Lockett says, Mark, Claire on the United stand isn't real. It's a bloke you blocked using his wife's account. How do you know that, Chris? Is it you? Yeah, 1-0 to Liverpool then. Very, very good start for them now, because West Ham, look, in the league, you never know. You never know. You never know. In this league, things can turn around very, very quickly, but it's not a great start for West Ham, and they're going to have to be a little bit more on the front foot than they would have been. Newcastle playing Everton. God, I mean, I watched Everton. Well, Everton just don't look like they can score goals, but they're very good on the road. As we've seen, they've got a very good away record. Let's have a look at the lineups for both teams. Voltemeda starts, Anthony Gordon, Alanga, Ramsey, Tonali, Joel Linton, Trippier, Tau, Burnhall, Pope, and it's Pickford, Mikalenko, Branthwaite, Tarkovsky, O'Brien, Gay, Garner, Dewsbury Hall, Ndia, McNeil, and Beto. You just don't know with Newcastle, do you? They're just a funny team this year. Apparently Voltemeda's playing on the wing. I am doing Leeds against Man City, yeah. Sanity has captained Igor Thiago in the FPL. Do you think it was a good call? I don't know. Jack, Claire's not been blocked. So, dream start here for Liverpool. They'll take a 1-0, absolutely. And we've got... Rabbit says, you can go now. No, Liverpool hate watch. I don't do hate watchers. I don't. You know what? Here's a question for you. I don't do these hate watchers. I don't understand the hate watch principle. I think it's for kids. I think it's childish. That's football's not built on hate watchers. United Stand is my club, Manchester United. That's football is a general football chat where everybody's welcome. Now, obviously, sometimes my inner bias might sometimes come out, but I don't do it as a hate watch. I just watch the football games that I want to watch from the weekend. Obviously, I wouldn't mind West Ham getting a result because of the race for the top 4, but if Liverpool win, it won't massively bother me. Hi, Mark. That's football. Hope you're doing well. Daniel Thompson, you're a legend. Thank you, sir. Thanks for getting involved. Let me do that. Imagine Wagon says, you 100% do hate watch Liverpool. Well, 100% don't, do I? Because in the summer, when we were reacting to all Liverpool's transfers, saying they're really good, the channel got christened That's Liverpool. So how would somebody who hates somebody spend so much time talking about what they're doing well? We've got a Brentford goal. I don't know whether it's true. It is true. It is true. Brentford on the road against Burnley. I have got Brentford winning. Robbie's gone with a Burnley draw, so this could be good. Brentford scoring first, and it's a goal for Damsgaard, which means I don't know what it means, but it's a bloody damn goal for Damsgaard, and it's 1-0 to Brentford in the first few minutes there. West Ham have got a corner here. Oh, he could have done better from that. 1-0 to Brentford. Do the fan reaction channels converse with you when they upload your reactions for their channel? I don't know what you're talking about, mate, but if somebody's uploading my reactions to their channel and making money, give me the details and we'll shut them down. Because I don't mind people using my content, but at least ask. Like, if I decided I want to clip up Gary Lineker from Match of the Day, or well, he's not on there anymore, I expect at some point I'm going to get a copyright strike. People shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it. It's taking the piss. You shouldn't be making money off people's content. Start, bench, sell. Mainu, Anderson, Wharton. Anderson starts. I don't know. I don't know between Mainu and Wharton. Mainu's, I like Mainu, but no red tinted glasses. Anderson ahead of Mainu. Wharton and Mainu. Let's see what happens tomorrow. What's this World Cup change that somebody said at the start anyway? You'll really like it. Why does Mark glaze Anderson? Why is it glazing if you actually have an opinion that isn't your opinion? I don't think it's glazing. I like Elliot Anderson. He starts for England. He's a good player. I like him. Bit of pressure here from West Ham. They can get something out of this game. Kick-off times for World Cup are ridiculous, says James BCFC. I'm really looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I do agree that the kick-off times will make them... Coventry are winning 1-0 against Stoke. I do want Coventry to get promoted. Yeah, some of the kick-off times are ridiculous, but it's only for a few weeks, isn't it? And look, when Man United go on tour, I'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch a game, so I don't mind doing it. In a way, it's quite exciting. When we do the Super Bowl and we're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I quite like the camaraderie of it. So I'm looking forward to it. And also, my big issue with the World Cup is it's too big. There's going to be a lot of shit teams in it, but, they've got to make the money. What's your thoughts on Gorton and Denton? Says Real Mr. Starfish. I have none. How's Liverpool been playing? It's a Snoopy. Well, they've got the early goal here, so yeah. Cheyenne says, Mark, idea for programme, use a HelloFresh box for the next Cooking with Goldbridge. I have mentioned it. It's literally the best and most obvious promo in the world, but it would have to be on the Mark Goldbridge channel, wouldn't it? So I'm not in charge of other brands' budgets, but yes, it would be a good idea. Hi, Mark. What 3 teams would you like to see promoted from the Championship this season? Well, I definitely want to see Coventry going up. And I suppose I'd have to look at the league. I would like to see Coventry go up. I wouldn't mind seeing Middlesbrough come up. And I wouldn't mind seeing Wrexham come up or Birmingham City come up just to see how they do. But I think Birmingham are going to struggle to do it. Although they're 5 points off the playoff, Birmingham City. I really thought that they would make it, but it's very congested. I'd love to see Bristol come up as well. We've never had a bloody Premier League club from Bristol. And it's a big city in the UK, Bristol. No one ever mentions Bristol. Bristol gets hardly any mention at all. In culture, in sport, it just doesn't get a mention. And it's a big city in the UK, but nobody ever mentions it. What's the problem with Bristol? Why is it Bristol never gets mentioned? Even Bath gets mentioned more than Bristol. Salah, good tackle. Manchester United owner Abraham Glazer has bid 1.8 billion for IPL team. I hope United aren't paying for it. And poor IPL team as well. Bit of a breakaway for Somerville. Don't leave me this way. Wan-Bissaka, he can't shoot. Why didn't he shoot? I don't know what he was trying to pass. He should have had a shot. Good breakaway by West Ham, though. You will get chances against this Liverpool defence. Theodore says the Watchalong Zone 2 YouTube channel uses your content. Thank you very much. But I don't really care, actually. I don't really care normally, but you shouldn't just take people's content, load it up to YouTube and make ad revenue without asking. Why does Gyökeres get called a flop when he's got the same goals as Ekitike and he's a great signing? Well, one less as of now, but you get my point, says Shinobi. You know what it is? Do you know why? You know why Gyökeres gets called a flop? Because certain ex-players and media outlets didn't like him before he'd even kicked a ball. And this happens quite regularly in modern football. I've seen it happen with Man United players. It's ridiculous. And Gyökeres hasn't set the world on fire like Erling Haaland, but he hasn't been a flop either. I like Gyökeres. I think he'll get better and better, but he's far from being a flop. Could he have done better? Yes. Could he have done worse? Oh, yes. I think Gyökeres has had a reasonable first season for Arsenal, and it'll get better and better. But people just made their mind up on him from the start. S-Clad, welcome to the Members Club. Theodore, you're being called a snitch now. What about Hull? I think they're a classic Barclays, says Mo. Jade says, let's say you're at a cafe. Table 1, Megan Fox and Margot Robbie. Table 2, Sky Bree and Sophie Rain. Don't know who they are. Table 3, Gary Neville and Jamie Redknapp. What are you sitting at? Where are you sitting? Neville and Redknapp. Yeah. Don't judge me. I said Gyökeres would get the golden boot, yeah. Well, I like Gyökeres. I'm not the person to talk to if you want somebody to slag Gyökeres off. ES Clad, thanks for getting your badge in and joining the Members Club. Really appreciate you. Table 2. A lot of people are going to Table 2. I don't know who Sky Bree and Sophie Rain are. Are they actors? I genuinely have never heard of Sophie Rain and Sky Bree in my life. I've got no idea who they are. And that's weird for me because I am a bit of a film buff. Apparently I support Arsenal now. That's why I like Gyökeres. No, I liked Gyökeres before he signed for Arsenal, and I don't stop I liked Grealish at Villa. I hated him going to Man City, but I still appreciated him as a player. Oh, apparently they're different types of film stars. Okay. Yeah, well, I definitely wouldn't know who they were then. The fact that people know names of people like that is a bit sad, really. You probably pay for OnlyFans subscriptions, don't you? I saw something the other day that there was an OnlyFans porn star, basically. I don't know why they call them OnlyFans influencer. Let's be honest, they get their tits and their chuff out. They're not influencers, are they? Anyway, there was an OnlyFans porn star who was earning more than Kylian Mbappe in a year. All because people pay subscriptions to look at them get their chuff out. I just can't believe it. You can get it for free. Why pay? That means you've got, apparently that is Sophie Rain. So that means that you are literally getting your kicks from an individual named porn star, which I think is just a bit weird. I wouldn't, if I did do that sort of thing, which I don't, I wouldn't focus in on certain names. Categories maybe, but not names. How can they earn more than Kylian Mbappe as well for getting your tits and your chuff out? Madness. Liverpool on the attack. The world's gone mad. Everton have scored. Well, this doesn't surprise me. This doesn't surprise me. You know, I didn't predict it. I went with a Newcastle win. This does not surprise me. Brentford are winning at Burnley. Liverpool are 1-0 up against West Ham. And now Everton are 1-0 up against Newcastle. It's Jared Branthwaite. The ball is inside the net. And Jared Branthwaite is the scorer of the goal. 20 minutes gone at St James's Park. And Everton, who've been good on the road this season, lead. But what's going on at Newcastle? It's a big goal, says Daniel Thompson for Everton. It is, but what's going on at Newcastle? Stunning. Jared says, my friend's going to Oxford. Any suggestions? Well, it's a lovely place, Oxford. I didn't feel like it was particularly big, although I sometimes get mixed up. I remember going on a walk in Oxford. I can't remember what else I did. Yeah, so it probably wasn't that memorable. But it is nice. Are you heading off to the pub later? I don't think so, because I'm probably going to do Man City Leeds. I tell you what, I'll be honest, I have to do it because it's like big in the title race. I really don't want to do Man City Leeds. I just get this massive, good ball into Somerville. I get this massive sense of lethargy when I think about watching that for 2 hours. Because I think that Newcastle's next game is Man United, by the way, at St James's Park. So it could be good for us today if they lose. Confidence will be on the floor. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to do the watch along, but I've got a massive sense of foreboding about doing it because I think it might be a bit of a bore fest. Do it for the love of the game. You'll have to get me through it. Any Champions League watch-alongs? Yes. I don't know whether they've... that's a great question, actually. Have they set the fixtures yet? Because I was waiting on that. So only midweek next week, we've got Premier League. Midweek the week after, we've got bloody Champions League. Can't wait. So we'll start on Tuesday the 10th, Galatasaray Liverpool at 5:45. And then at 8 o'clock, it's Atletico Madrid Tottenham, but we'll do Newcastle Barcelona. So a double watch along on Tuesday the 10th. We've got a corner here for Liverpool. Let's wait and see. And it's, I think it's another corner. Yeah. And then, weirdly, we've got a double again on the Wednesday because Bayer Leverkusen play Arsenal at 5:45. And then it's Real Madrid against Man City at 8 o'clock. So the way it's worked out is really good because we get to do 2 watch-alongs. So it'll be 4 altogether on Tuesday the 10th and Wednesday the 11th. And then a week later, they play again. Man City, 8 o'clock on the Tuesday, and then Barcelona Newcastle at 5:45 on the Wednesday. And yeah, I don't normally like the whole 5:45 things, but it's actually worked out quite well because you get to be able to watch more games. Two 0 to Liverpool. Van Dijk from a corner. They're cruising here. I've got to give credit to Liverpool. I didn't expect it, but Van Dijk from corners, incredible, isn't he? You've got to say Van Dijk from corners is up there with Gabriel. Two 0 probably might be game over. West Ham disappointing. Liverpool, are they starting to find the groove now? There's probably an offside there, to be honest. I think that's probably offside. Keep it. That's an offside for me. He's right in front of the goalkeeper. They've got to give that. He's right in the eye line of the goalkeeper. I'll be stunned if this gets given. Absolutely stunned. Ooh, he's never saving it though. No, that'll get given. Never offside. I thought the ball went near the keeper. He's flicked to the backside. No, that would be if they gave that offside. If they give that offside, they might give it offside. If they give that offside, then the contradiction would be the Man City game where they gave it. You know what, Liverpool fans? VAR have just confirmed that they should have given the Man City goal there. I'm going to tweet this because it's really important. So they've just totally contradicted themselves. This is just welcome to the officiating in the Premier League. Like, Van Dijk's goal should have been given, and it has been given, but the one against Man City, they didn't give it, and Howard Webb went on the telly and justified it. They've literally just given a goal exactly the same. So, completely and utterly contradicted themselves. Nathan says, I've just tuned in, Mark. Do you think West Ham will go down? Well, it's not looking good for West Ham because essentially they're 4 points from Spurs and they're 1 point off Forest. And if either of those teams win this weekend, if Forest win, they're 4 points from safety. If Spurs win, they're 7 points from Spurs. So I just don't know where West Ham are going to get these results from to stay up. They do seem to have found a little bit of form recently, but midweek they play Fulham away, then they've got West Ham at home, then they've got Man City at home, then they've got Villa away. They've got to try and win 3 or 4 games in a row, really. Brentford are 2-0 up as well. This is good for me. Robbie went with a draw. Goldbridge went with a Brentford win. It's that man Thiago. 2-0 to Brentford. Look, Burnley can come back, but it's 2-0 at the moment. How did Chelsea draw against Burnley last week, by the way? Absolutely incredible. Incredible. So 2-0 to Brentford, 2-0 to Liverpool, 1-0 to Everton at Newcastle. In the Championship, Wrexham are 0-0 at Charlton. Coventry are beating Stoke 1-0. Any other notable results? Southampton are beating Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield United are beating QPR. Como 3-1 up against Lecce. Hearts have just scored against Aberdeen. 1-0 to Hearts in the Scottish Championship. Oh, they'd like a win. Oh, they would. They would. Barcelona are still 0-0 with Villarreal. Who's a better goalkeeper? Chesney, Fabianski or Martinez? Martinez is the best out of those three. Langford. Would you rather fight 1,000 mosquitoes or one wolf? Says Skolski. Not really bothered. Screw the City game. Let's watch Dortmund Bayern and have some drinks, Mark, says Tom. Sounds good. What pub we're going to? Have you made the big announcement you mentioned, says Mills? No, tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Are you retiring? I'm definitely not pregnant. Look, look. The great thing about this community is we're live a lot. We chat. You know, people talk about Moscow Mules and stuff like that. So you know, it's a nice, relaxing environment. I did say to you at the start of the year that last year, Bundesliga rights. Year before the book. Year before that, we had Sidemen Charity. So there's always seems to be each year we get quite fortunate, although I think it's not fortune, is it? It's a huge community that we've all built together, that we get opportunities. And I said to you this year, I'm working on 2 really big ones, maybe 3. And if they come off, then, you know, you have to put a lot of work into these things. We will see tomorrow if it happens or not. It's not a Toblerone up there, no. Asa says, can you switch to Newcastle Everton? This game is dusted. No, the featured game is West Ham against Liverpool. You never know. You never know. The question is, will Salah get a goal? Bailey said, would you take Somerville at United this summer? What do you think? I think he's a good player. I don't know whether he's that level. You know, is he good enough to play for Liverpool on the wing? It's the same question. I don't think there's much between Liverpool and Man United anymore. And no, I do. I think there's a lot between Liverpool and Man United. And people will say, well, look at the league table, but I think the league table can lie. Liverpool have had a lot of issues this season, and they also play in the Champions League and stay in cups a lot longer than we do, so we're playing 1 game a week. I think next season will be a fairer judge of how close Man United are to Chelsea and Liverpool. However, I'm not sure whether Somerville is a Liverpool player or a Man United player. I don't know. I do like him, but I don't know. There'll be countdowns on subs, throw-ins and goal kicks in the World Cup, says David. Good. We need that. We definitely do need that. There's a goal for Newcastle. Let's go up Newcastle and find out who scored the goal. That was meant to be from Newcastle, but apologies to everybody from Newcastle. That's probably a very bad accent, but it is 1-1 and it is game on, and it's a goal, and it's Jacob Ramsey. He literally liked one of my posts. You know my big announcement post? He liked it this morning and then he scored a goal. You know what that means? If I post and you're a Premier League footballer, like my post and you might score a goal. He did like the big announcement thing on Instagram. And he's now scored a goal. So I'm claiming an assist on that. Well done to Jacob Ramsey. 1-1. Leeds unbeaten in 23 evening games at Ellen Road, says Rarino. I mean, that's the sort of stat that means nothing, isn't it? Tonali got the assist, Mark, not you, says Alid. Yeah, I've got to say, is it Rain? Rarin. I've got to say, being unbeaten in evening games means nothing. That's like saying I've had 20 baths in a row where I haven't cut my nails in the bath. I just don't think it means anything. I really don't. Well, I said it was game on. I said it was game on. We've got 2 goals coming in here. Newcastle equalise and Everton go and score again. It's 2-1 at St James's Park. And Brentford, I said Burnley could come back. 2-0 down to Brentford. It's now 3-0 to Brentford. Have that, Robbie. Have that, Robbie Lyle, and your Burnley-Brentford draw. That's a point for me. Done now, surely. 3-0 to Brentford. We've only had half an hour. Burnley getting battered. It's Sharda with the 3rd goal for Brentford. But more importantly, Everton back in front at St James's Park. And it's Beto who's put it in the netto. So Jacob Ramsey equalised on 32 minutes and Beto's made it 2-1. I always say this. The most dangerous time after scoring a goal is after scoring a goal. I'd ruin that one a little bit, but yeah. Burnley getting battered. I tell you what, in fairness, that was me taking a risk. Going with the Brentford win because I'm behind Robbie. I need to start catching him up. And fair play to Brentford. They've reacted absolutely fantastically. Newcastle keeper made a mistake, said Prognosis. Jade says, rate worst places to fart. Job interview, first date, confession with a pastor. I'd say on a first date, if you like the person and you pass wind, it's probably curtains, isn't it? Somerville should have scored. Oh, he should have scored there. It was a good chance for West Ham. Spurs are in dreamland right now with the current scores, says Daniel. Brentford have been classed this season. Table-wise, Brentford would be in 7th and Everton would be in 8th. And they'd only be 2 points behind Chelsea, who are probably going to lose tomorrow as well. And I think that the West Ham having a go here. West Ham are having a go here. Don't you believe it? Everton play Burnley on Tuesday as well, so that could be another 3 points for them. Brentford go to Bournemouth. That'll be tough. Chelsea go to Villa. So more opportunities for people to drop points. It's going to be an interesting couple of games. Do you think Villa will drop out? Yeah, I agree with Real Cry. Yeah, I think Villa will drop out of the top 5 because good save by Alisson that was with his knee. Yeah, I think Villa will drop out of the top 5 because I was saying it on the United stand this morning. If Liverpool lost Gravenberch, Szoboszlai and McAllister, even if you've got replacements, it's going to have a massive impact. If Arsenal lose Odegaard, Rice and Zubimendi, even if you've got replacements, which they have, it's going to have a huge impact. If United lost Mainu, Casemiro and Bruno, it's going to have a huge impact. They've lost McGinn, Tielemans and Kamara all at the same time for 4 months. I know they've brought replacements in, but it's not the same. So I think that losing their entire midfield in January for the rest of the season has caused them huge issues, really. West Ham having a go, though. Bowen, if they can get one back, not far off. I'll tell you what, West Ham could get a goal back in this game. I don't think this game's over. Lisa says you need to hit it from behind more. And watch Lisa. Oh, Lisa's... Yeah, we know what Lisa's like. Do I reckon Spurs will stay up, says Ollie. I think they could stay up. Such a rubbish answer. I think they could stay up. I'm not convinced they're staying up yet. I think if they could get a win tomorrow, and I forgot where they're playing. Palace, is it? If they could look, if West Ham are going to lose here, and then Tottenham can win tomorrow, that's a 7-point gap. They'd be safe then. Thanks for your super chats, by the way. You can do those through the $sign. We'll read those out. We've got nearly 10,000 people watching. Bit of a dream start for Liverpool, though. They're very good at set pieces. And obviously Van Dijk scored the second goal from a set piece. And the Ekitike one took a bit of a deflection early in the game. And I think that when you're at home, whether you're Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and you're playing teams like West Ham, the first 20 minutes, if you can get a goal, it just calms the nerves. Oh, Man United are playing Palace tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to think who Spurs are playing tomorrow. It's Fulham, isn't it? They've got Fulham. That's who they've got. It's because I said Fulham, West Ham on Wednesday. I was thinking, Do you think this is Salah's last season at Liverpool, says Michael? Well, we did a video on Thursday where they said he might stay, but I don't know. I don't know why he would stay. I mean, you know, if you've watched this channel for any period of time, I'm very respectful of Salah, and I do like Salah. But another game, another disappearing act. I mean, he's been very, very quiet again in this game, really. Yeah. Big announcement is Simon Jordan joining the channel, says John. I mean, that would be a big announcement, no doubt about it. We're getting news of a Newcastle goal coming in. I haven't had an update through, so I can't confirm it. Some people in the chat are saying it, but there's no confirmation on anything I'm seeing. So, no Newcastle goal, I'm afraid. And what I use is instantaneous. So, unfortunately, if you're a Newcastle fan, I think you're being trolled by the chat. Sophie, you've just got yourself blocked. It's almost like some people think I don't read the chat. I can literally see what some of you are trying to do. Everybody say this. If you could take 2 players from both Liverpool and West Ham, who are you choosing? Betting apps are the best for scores, says NH. They are fast, yes. 2 players from Liverpool, Szoboszlai and... I can't believe I'm not saying Salah, but I wouldn't say Salah. Szoboszlai and maybe Gravenberch. And from West Ham, probably be... I do like that Fernandes player they've got, but it would probably be Somerville and Bowen. Oh, God. Goldbridge, give us your comments on the Arsenal Champions League run. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League? Let me know, because I didn't watch the Champions League draw yesterday. Apologies. This could be 3. Ekitike, good block. He went for bottom corner, and it was Mavropanos with a great block. Absolutely fantastic. Should have been 3-0 to Liverpool there. I think that... Thank you, Zacco, for your super chat, by the way. And CF26. I think that with regards to the Champions League, looking at that draw... It looks to me like Man City are going to... Well, they're definitely playing Real Madrid for 2 legs. And if they win that, they're going to, I think, play Bayern over 2 legs. So, I think that... I think we've got to get another Liverpool goal here. McAllister, 3-0, took it well. Bloody hell, Liverpool. Liverpool are cruise control here. You've got to say, I didn't have this today. I'm so glad I went with the Liverpool win. When we did Premier League predictions yesterday, there was part of me thinking, you know what? You know, sometimes you go out there and you get it right. It's a bit like the weatherman says it's raining and you go out in a T-shirt and it doesn't rain and it's sunny and everyone else has not got a T-shirt on. I had this sneaking suspicion that West Ham might get something, and I'm glad I didn't say it, because Liverpool are absolutely smashing them. And Goal difference as well for Liverpool. I mean, this is probably one of their... I don't know how many Liverpool fans we've got in the chat, but this is probably one of your best performances of the season. All of it coming from corners as well. 3-0 Liverpool. Didn't expect this. No goals conceded in their last 2.5 games as well. Would be 9 from 9. Does this mean Slot staying? I mean, that's another... McAllister scored the 3rd goal. That's another good point as well. We'll come back to the Champions League chat in a minute. But 3-0 to Liverpool. Do you think Bowen will get a move to a Big Six club this summer, or because of his age he's missed the chance? I think he's missed the chance, ZMP. Yeah. I don't think Bowen would get the move now. I don't think anyone would go near him now at the price he would want. There seems to be a change in football where if you're over 28, no one really wants to give you a contract or the wages anymore. The announcement is a deal with Netflix and Amazon, says Carlo. Oh, you've ruined it. And if you could have done that one as well, thank you very much. Second goal was Van Dijk. First goal was Ekatike. And third goal was McAllister. So 3-0 to Liverpool here. 3-0 to Brentford as well at Burnley. Not even half time yet. And Everton are leading 2-1 against Newcastle. Do you think you should get an assist from a corner, says Ian O'Connell? Yeah. Yeah, because it's the quality of the delivery, isn't it? I mean, not always, but you think about some of the corners that Declan Rice puts in for Arsenal. It's good quality, yeah. Who out of the top 5 have the easiest, hardest run-in, says Chris. I think Chelsea might have the hardest, and I think Arsenal technically have the easiest. Mason says, I'm going to be a dad, Mark. And then he says his sister is pregnant. Yeah, the old ones are the best. Anyway, going back to the Champions League conversation, I actually felt that yesterday's draw was very good for Arsenal's season because Man City are going to have to play Real Madrid home and away, and then they're probably going to have to play Bayern Munich home and away just to get into the semi-final. And those 4 games in a title race, they're tough. Whereas I look at Arsenal's games, and they're not easy. They're not easy for Arsenal, but I think the pathway to the semi-final, you'd expect them to get there. Whereas Man City, 4 tough games, and they've got to get through Real Madrid first, then they've got to get probably through Bayern. So I think the Champions League draw really helped Arsenal in the title race, but also if they want to win the Champions League as well. I think we'll get an Arsenal Barcelona semi, and maybe a Bayern Munich Liverpool semi. And an Arsenal Bayern Munich final. That's what I'm thinking. But I like the fact that you can map out the Champions League now. Bernardo says, "Have you seen Jim Carrey's new face? He's a clone." I have seen a lot of people talking about it, but is it? I'm not. Again, you know, this is what I'm like. I have so many things to focus on that I don't necessarily pay attention to things. And is he not just getting old? Is that not what the thing is? Or is there something more sinister? I don't know. You think Arsenal will beat Barcelona? That's mad. I think Man City will beat Real Madrid. I don't think the standard of La Liga is that good. I might be wrong. We will certainly find out. We're approaching half time. And I think Wrexham are winning 1-0 at Charlton. They are. Be a very good result for Wrexham, that would. Accrington Stanley have just equalised with 10 men against Bromley. Half time between Newcastle and Everton. Everton leading 2-1. Bernardo says, take a look. We need a live reaction. I'm sure I've seen it. What? So what are they saying to happen to his face? Just different. Oh, he's 64. He's older than I thought. He's stepped out in Paris with an unrecognisable new face. But I still think he looks like Jim Carrey to me. I'll tell you now, he's definitely had a stretch. You can tell. I think plastic surgery is just so easy to spot, isn't it? You can tell he's had a bit of a stretch. You know what? I won't do it. Never. Never. Who's currently better, Bowen or Grealish? Definitely Bowen. Half time. Half time. Havoc says you missed my super chat. I'll go and find it for you now. Mark, Liverpool 2 goals away from going above United, says SA. Yeah, but we're going to beat Palace tomorrow. So there we go. Would you be a manager in Ballers League? Yeah. When I went down there and did the stuff, on season 1, I would love to have done it. Yeah, I think it would have been a good idea. Havoc, where's your super chat? Let's have a look. Half time. Let me stop the clock. Yeah, very impressive from Liverpool at half time. We'll get the stats up on the screen as well for you. There you go. So, yeah, possession-wise, pretty equal. But what they've done with their chances, West Ham just haven't really created anything, have they? No shots on target, 5 shots to 10. That's been the difference so far. So, look, need to be a little bit better. It's a long road back for West Ham, though, and it's another game. It's another opportunity gone for West Ham. I think they needed to beat Bournemouth last week as well. Senor says, start, bench, sell. It's always bloody Burnley. It's not over the line or sad news about your dog. Oh, these are my quotes, aren't they? Sad news about your dog, get in, has got to be start. I think that's the best. I like watching that, and I don't really like watching myself. I love watching that. It's not over the line was very good as well, because the game absolutely screwed me over. And then I'd sell, it's always bloody Burnley because, yeah, whatever. Havoc Gamer says, it's the first super chat from me. I've subbed since year 8, now doing my masters. You've inspired me through tough times, health and growing up without my dad around. Any Edinburgh recommendations, please? Places, food, landmarks. You're an absolute legend, sir. Thank you very much. There seemed to be a couple of super chats there that had missed through, so apologies for that. Dino said, do you think Leeds will get a draw today against City? No, I think City will win. But can you help out Havoc Gamer for Edinburgh? I've never been to Edinburgh, and I do want to go. But he's looking for recommendations for places, food, landmarks. I mean, there'll be plenty. There'll be plenty of recommendations. There's so many great TV series and films that are there, and I've seen it on the telly. It looks great. So I'm sure you'll have a great time. I am doing the City Watchalong, yeah. So yeah, give him some recommendations there. Thank you very much, Havoc. And look, in a way, it makes me feel a little bit old, but in another way, it's great. People who've been watching the content now, were sort of, their lives are going from school to jobs, and people are going from single to married with kids, and that's, I suppose, a testament to the community that we've built. If you are new, please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. So yeah, Leeds are playing Man City at 5:30 today, so we will be live for that one as well. And but yeah, I don't think Leeds will get anything from that game, if I'm being completely honest. It feels like yeah, it feels like it won't happen. So yeah, please do subscribe to the channel. Yes, thank you everybody for tuning in as always. Yeah, Bowen over Grealish for me. I mean, let's run it. Sometimes we do this. We don't even do any either ors. So Bowen, Grealish. I like some either ors. It gets it going. Thanks for all the super chats, by the way. Havoc with his first ever super chat there. Really appreciate that. You can do that through the $sign. We'll read those out. Big announcement tomorrow. Yes. Where will that be? hopefully on the United stand, potentially on here. Well, it would definitely be on here. But if United are lose, I can't do the office thing. I've got good news and bad news. You're losing your job, but I've been given a promotion. I can't sit there tomorrow and go, United are getting beat by Palace, but I've got a big announcement. So it will definitely happen on here. But hopefully I'll be able to do it on the United stand first if United are winning, which I think they will. I think Bowen is better than Grealish, but I agree with the comment from Dre's. Villa Grealish was better. Yeah, Villa Grealish is better than Bowen has ever done. But currently, Bowen's better, yeah. Yamal's just scored a screamer, says Ted. That was not a 3-0 first half. They are still shit, says Christoph. Have you seen Liverpool's next few league games, though? Like, they have got a really good run. They've got Wolves away on Tuesday. And Wolves are doing a bit better. Let's be honest. They beat Villa and drawn against Arsenal. They've taken 4 points from 6. So Wolves might not be easy, but Liverpool Wolves on Tuesday, you'd expect them to win again. Then they've got Spurs at home. You'd expect them to win again. Brighton away, you never know. And then Fulham at home. And then Everton away. And then Palace at home. So till the end of April, Liverpool have got really good fixtures. They've got a tough May. But by then, they might be in a position where... the way I look at it at the moment, I don't know why that's just shock move. I'm not making any shock. Why has that changed? What the fuck's going on? This bloody system. Getting on my bloody nerves. But I think with Liverpool and maybe Man United, it might get to a point by the end of April where you're so many points ahead of Chelsea and Villa that you're just leaving it to them and you've got Champions League football. So I think Liverpool over the next few weeks have got a real opportunity to go and win 3-4 games in a row, solidify top 5 and then leave it to Villa and Chelsea for the remaining spot. And I think United can do that as well. So it's looking good for Liverpool and Man United at the moment in relation to the top 5, certainly. Right, can we get this back up? There we go. There we go. There we go. Actually, while that's up, let me just remind you that we are sponsored by HelloFresh on the show today. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, well, we've got a fantastic offer for you. HelloFresh, you can go there, link in the description, scan the QR code. Food delivered to your door. So you go to the website, you pick the menus that you like, you order them, they come to your house in a box, and you get all the ingredients, and you get a recipe card telling you how to cook it. So you can have a week of food ready, all delivered in a box. You don't need to go down the shops for anything, any extras. You get everything. The best thing is we've got an exclusive offer for you for That's Football. So if you use the code That's Fresh 50, you get 50% off your first box. So you can get 4 meals, 50% off, plus 20% off your next 4 boxes, i.e. your next 4 orders, and free treats for 3 months, which is like your desserts. So it's a brilliant, I'm salivating. It's a brilliant offer. Check it out with That's Fresh 50, HelloFresh, link in the description, or scan the QR code next to me. Next to me. What do you think about Newcastle? Well, look, first of all, props to Brentford. Burnley have scored 1. I didn't know that. But, whoa! Coyote own goal. Apparently threw it in his own goal. Slipped out of his hands. No. 3-1. I mean, that's not impossible. You know what? Knowing Robbie Lyle and his jammy Premier League predictions, get your money on a Burnley bloody equalizer coming back. No, don't do it. But I wouldn't be surprised if Burnley came back and drew that now. They're 3-0 down at half-time. I've said Brentford win at Burnley. Robbie said it's a draw. You can almost sense Burnley coming back and getting a draw, can't you? But fair play to Brentford, 3-1 up at half-time, not 3-0 up at half-time. West Ham obviously losing 3-0 here at Anfield. But the big story is is Newcastle at home again, losing Everton. Lost a lot of games at home, and that's something that fundamentally Newcastle were never about. They were very good at home. Man United are going there on Wednesday, and I'm thinking, easy, another 3 points. I mean, it won't be easy, but... yeah, Newcastle this season, I know they're in the Champions League, but it's that false position, isn't it? They're in the Champions League till they get knocked out, and then that's it. Another year not in Europe. They're not going to get European football. They're so far off when it comes to even Europa League spots. They're on 36 points. And Brentford, at the moment, are on 43. So they're 7 points off 7th, which is Conference League, isn't it? They're 9 points off 6th, which is Europa League. So for Newcastle, it looks like a season, well, some people call it the Man United season when you're not in Europe. So, yeah, not looking good for Newcastle. And a terrible run as well. 1 win in 6, and they're losing at the moment. So, yeah, not going particularly well for Newcastle. 1 win in 6 is terrible as well. Absolutely terrible. I actually thought they'd get their act together. But, again, injuries. Bruno Guimaraes, very important player for them. Marmite says, what do you think about this? Newcastle project just doesn't seem to be going anywhere considering their owners. Yeah, I mean, look, the wealth that the Saudis have is incredible wealth. And I think when they took over Newcastle, I predicted by 2025 they'd be competing with Man City for the title. Well, it's 2026 and they're not. I think the big problem that they had is that is FFP, isn't it? You can't if you can't get the money in, you can't spend the money. And I think that's Newcastle's problem, and it's Aston Villa's problem as well. If you can't get the money in, you can't spend it. Whereas Man City got the money in. If Man City were starting again now, they'd be the same as Newcastle. You just can't get the money in. Badman's very hungover. I missed the first half. How's the game been? Well, it's 3-0. And they're comfortably on top, Liverpool. So it's looking like 3 big points for Liverpool and another loss for West Ham. Should Newcastle go after Alonso, says Redback Spider. I don't know that Alonso would take the job. Bowen's beaten Grealish 61% to 39%. I'll close that off. I don't know that Alonso would take the job, because if you're basically taking the job and being told there's no money, I don't know whether they would. Barcelona are 3-0 up against Villarreal. Current Danny Welbeck is better than Sesko will be, says Swesty. No Haaland for the Leeds game, says Lucas. I mean, that makes it interesting, but I still think City have got the quality. Would you ever get a United tattoo, says Max? I don't do tattoos anyway. Respect to those who do, but I would never have a tattoo anyway. Will you ever... only Premier League club to concede 100 goals in a season, says John. It's got to be Derby. I'd say Derby or Southampton, because they did get beat 9-0, didn't they? I might change my mind to Southampton because they got beat 9-0. If anyone knows the answer, let me know. Thank you, John. The fallout of Salah is so sad. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a separate thing. But Liverpool are winning 3-0 and Salah has been another passenger again. So, yeah. West Ham comeback incoming. You heard it here first, says Christoph. I don't think you need to say you heard it here first, because I don't think anyone else is actually going to say it. But we will remember you, Christoph, if it happens. Will Slot be around next season, says Sabah. Unless Liverpool have had a chat with Slot and said, look, we'll part ways in the summer amicably. I don't know why that might be the case, but I get the feeling he will be here next year. Thank you so much. Bournemouth got beat 9-0 by Liverpool. Mark, start, bench, sell. Ekatike, Gyökeres, Thiago, says James. You know what? I normally do have an opinion on everything, but that's an opinion I don't really have. I don't really have an opinion there. I genuinely don't have an opinion on that. I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really get an urge to go for any of them. If I had to, probably go for Ekatike starting because he's the youngest. Gyökeres bench and sell Thiago, I think. Yeah. They've introduced countdowns in throw-ins and long throws for the World Cup. Right, I'm getting very excited about this. Players are coming out of the pitch, by the way. Countdown throw-ins World Cup. If this is true, then... Oh, here we go. All right, okay. So corners and second yellow cards will be added to the scope of the video assistant referee for the Summer World Cup. Measures to address loss of tempo in matches and cut down on time wasting will also be introduced. It's almost like they've been watching That's Football. The Premier League definitely haven't. This sounds absolutely brilliant. The International Football Association Board, IFAB, approved the proposals at the annual general meeting at Hensall Castle in Wales on Saturday. The changes will come into force from June the 1st and apply to the 2026-27 season. Get in. It comes after IFAB also agreed to further trials about potential changes to offside and to consult about measures to combat players covering their mouth when confronting opponents during matches. Well, let me just the second half's about to start here. There we go. So, world governing body FIFA has strongly supported expanding the remit of VAR when it can quickly fix decisions that are clearly wrong. However, some leagues have said that could increase delays, which would not be acceptable. That was particularly the case for corners. A series of measures to tackle tempo disruption and time lost have also been approved. Following the success of the 8-second time limit imposed on goalkeepers releasing the ball when it's in their hands, a countdown will now be applied to players taking goal kicks and throw-ins. If a player takes too long, possession will switch to the opposition, meaning a goal kick could become a corner or a throw-in would go to the opposition. A substituted player must leave the field within 10 seconds, and if they fail to do so, their replacement will not be immediately able to come on. This is brilliant. Brilliant news. I'm not sure it's going to be so great for those teams that have made it really boring this year with their corners and long throw. I mean, look, I watched the North London derby last week, as I said, and I counted 4 minutes lost on people preparing to take a long throw in. So if you limited a throw in to 20 seconds, you probably get 2.5 minutes back. I think it's disgusting this year. The amount of Brentford are the worst. So Kyoto comes over, gets a towel, dries it, has a look around, everyone has a chat, and then it takes about 40 seconds for a Brentford throw-in sometimes. Absolutely. If the ball's gone out, pick the ball up and throw it back in. Simple as that. 10 seconds. Anyway, we're up and running for the second half here. We'll keep you up to date across all the scores. Apparently, just been sent something here that Mo Salah's on 400 grand a week. Van Dijk's on 350. Saka's on 310. Bruno's on 300. And Erling Haaland's on 525. Lot of money. Oh, the Burnley comeback is going to happen, isn't it? They've scored. They've scored. Fucking bastards. I knew it. It's bloody Burnley. It's bloody Burnley again. I've got Brentford to win and Robbie's got a Burnley draw. Bastards. Absolutely. It's always bloody Burnley. It's 3-2 now. It's 3-2. Can't bloody speak. Oh, West Ham have scored. Soucek. The comeback is on. He's happy with himself. Just a bit of a cross shot. I think it's Diouf for West Ham. And we have an equaliser. Not an equaliser for West Ham. They're just checking to see if there's any offside in it. Well, there won't be at all. No, clearly onside. The West Ham comeback starts here. Burnley are 3-2. West Ham 3-1. There's plenty of time. Might not be over yet. Christoph said the West Ham comeback's on. Liverpool don't like defending. not over yet. They're checking VAR. Oh. That'd be harsh. Goal given. Goal given. 3-1. Well, could have an interesting afternoon in the Premier League then. 3-1. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. How are we doing on subscribers on this channel, actually? We're on the road. We're trying to get to 1.5 million before the end of the season, but we're actually close to 1.459. We're only 300 away. So please do subscribe. Get involved. Free to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Don't matter who you support. You're very welcome on That's Football. We've got Man City at Leeds at 5:30. Tomorrow, it's Arsenal-Chelsea as well. So lots to get involved with. And we've got midweek Premier League games coming up on Tuesday. We'll be covering those games, including Wolves against Liverpool. Shimoni. And Christopher's super chat at half-time resonates. West Ham comeback incoming. You heard it here first. That was at 3-0. Losing Clintrol says it's not going to happen, right? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I think. Do you think the war between US and Iran will affect the World Cup? Says Cranberry Juice. I think there might be a Newcastle penalty. I'm not 100% sure about that. Just waiting to hear. I don't think there is. No. Look. Football is football. Politics is politics. And you just don't know. You just don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But you can get at this Arsenal defence. You can get at this Liverpool defence. And at the moment, that's what they're doing. They're having a go. But Liverpool on the attack. I mean, Liverpool could score again. More than capable of doing that. Burnley might get a comeback. Oh, they bloody will. They bloody will. I tell you what, I may as well give up on Premier League predictions. If Burnley come back from 3-0 down and make it 3-3, unbelievable. Gakpo's just missed a right sitter as well. As Bourgeois says in the live chat. Absolute sitter on the back post. Newcastle are losing to Everton 2-1 at the moment. That's the latest there. 3-2 between Brentford and Burnley at Burnley. Statistically, I'm being told that it's actually a very close game anyway. So Burnley getting a draw could still be the case. Long way to go and it's 3-2 now. Liverpool are getting quite close to scoring. I Akatike was looking for a penalty there. I don't think he's going to get one. Referee says play on. West Ham could get another one. It would make matters interesting. Stoke have equalised against Coventry. Hearts are winning against Aberdeen 1-0. And it's 2-0 to Barcelona at half-time with both goals from Yamal against Villarreal. Some people seem to think Barcelona could be an outsider. Well, not even an outsider. Some people think Barcelona's good value for the Champions League. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Thoughts on Snoop Dogg investing in Swansea City? It says Minecraft. Well, it's just investing, isn't it? He's not going to start managing it. As long as that's not the case, it's just money going in, isn't it? Delo is still clear of Wan-Bissaka, says Lee. Great tackle machine, but awful football brain. Oh, yeah, because Delo's football IQ is through the roof, isn't it? Thomas says, what do you think of Bodo Glimt's run in the Champions League? Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Really good. I feel like there was something I wanted to show you. Merch. I can't remember what it was. Can't show you that. That's for tomorrow. Maybe there wasn't anything then. I feel like there was. Ricky says Haaland's injured. Well, it's the second time we've heard that. So I presume he isn't playing. In fairness, we should have the team news for Man City. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Donnarumma, Nunes, Diaz, Gehi, Alt-Nouri, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, O'Reilly, Semenyo, Cherki, Marmouche. No Haaland on the bench either. Trafford, Reinders, Stones, Aki, Doku, Nico, Savinho, Kushinov and Foden. I still think they'll have enough. I'm just going to go out for a goal kick. Apparently there might be a 5-second countdown on throw-ins and goal kicks. 5 seconds. That's even better. Just looking on, I mean, look, obviously this isn't political, it's actually happening. Well, maybe it is political, I don't know. Apparently in Dubai, there are missiles going off. Stay safe, everybody, if anybody's out there or involved in this. Anyway, that's mad, isn't it? Still 3-2 to Brentford at Burnley, but they've come back from 3-0 down. 3-1 here. McAllister, West Ham players aren't very happy about this tackle by McAllister. I don't know whether there's going to be any review on it. Nah, nothing bad in that. What's your Tesco meal deal? Main snack and drink. I haven't had a Tesco meal deal Minecraft in a very long time. I would say that I would go for a... I don't know. I used to like a BLT or a chicken Caesar wrap. I don't really like sandwiches from supermarkets. Yeah. But my drink would probably be a Ribena. And my snack would probably be Doritos. It's a long time since I've had a Tesco meal deal. We're talking over a decade. I like a sandwich in a pub. I love a sandwich, but I don't really like sandwiches from... I like Pret sandwiches. They're nice. Pret sandwiches are nice, but I don't really like mass-made sandwiches in a supermarket. I liked the Marks and Spencer sandwiches as well. Yeah. You get what you pay for. With food, you do tend to get what you pay for. I was speaking to somebody about this today. My mate's in Dublin, and he sent me a picture of this place we used to go to on Grafton Street called Captain America's. If you're from Dublin, you'll know exactly where I mean. When I lived in Dublin, and my mates used to come over from England, we'd always go out drinking in Dublin, and we'd go to Captain America's on Grafton Street because I liked the bar. It was like a bar restaurant, so we always used to go there. And he was like, he sent me a picture. I says, don't go in. He was like, why? I said, I went there a couple of years ago, nostalgically, and the food was horrible. And he said, it was probably always horrible. We're just older now. I went, yeah, you're probably right. Burnley have equalised. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I bloody knew it. How can you be 3-0 up and come back to 3-3? You bloody idiots. I'm giving up on Premier League predictions. It's over. I've had enough. I've actually had enough. How can you be 3-0 up? Basically, the backstory is I'm 3-0 down to Robbie on Premier League predictions, right? The loser has to go to the other opposition ground and wear the kit. So I've got to go to the Emirates and wear an Arsenal kit. If I lose, he's got to go to Old Trafford and wear a United kit. I'm 3 points down, but he's gone with a draw in Burnley and Brentford. I've gone for Brentford win. Brentford are 3-0 up at half-time, and now it's a fucking draw. You know, the only thing that can save me here is Burnley win, because he wouldn't get a point. Brentford, you are now on my list. Brentford are now on my list. Absolute idiots. Bottle jobs. Absolute bottle jobs. Ian O'Connell says, you can't beat a triple-decker in O'Brien's. That's the best sandwich you can buy in the world. If O'Brien's ever shuts down, tell them to get in contact with me and I'll do a GoFund. They cannot shut down. The triple-decker from O'Brien's in Ireland is amazing. There used to be an O'Brien's sandwich shop in Birmingham, but it shut down. They can never let that place shut down. If you're Irish, you need to go and have an O'Brien's at least once a week, just to keep it in business. Yeah, Burnley from 3-0 down to 3-3. Fleming. There's still half an hour to go though, so hopefully one of them will win it. If that's what'll happen. With 6 goals in 60 minutes, no one will score again now. Newcastle still losing to Everton as well. What a win that would be for Everton. I am doing Leeds against City. I just haven't set it up yet. Scary Movie 6 about to cause mayhem. Can't wait, says Brian Dale. I used to like Scary Movie 6. I thought it was Scream. I don't know. I lose track. Thanks for the super chats, everybody. Football aside, Dubai and Qatar now getting hit. I'm due there next week, says Jason. I know, it's mad. It's absolutely mad, Jason. You know, you don't think about Dubai and missiles, do you? Oh, Salah just shot over the bar there. Can you do an either or of Alisson or Donnarumma, says James? Yes. Could be an interesting one. I mean, we are doing a Liverpool watch-along, though. Oh, there we go. Carlo says, do you think Liverpool should move Salah on? Yes. Yeah. Schools. I don't know whether... Christoph, I don't think West Ham are going to come back into this game because since it's gone 3-1, Liverpool have actually been the better side. I don't feel like West Ham are doing anything. If Salah stays at Liverpool, right, I think it's bad for Liverpool. I never thought I'd say those words, and it's not disrespectful. It doesn't matter how good a player you are, at some point, the football leaves you. And Salah... he can't go from a winger that gets double-figure assists and goals in the Premier League to he can't get anywhere near it. Like, you can't do that. So, he's not, he's not the player he was. And I don't think it's going to come back. Dubai Missile is a great name for a cocktail, says Johnny. Probably not the time. Have you heard that Man City are not playing Haaland, says Bailey? I have, yeah, and we'll be live for that game at 5:30. Tifu says, as a Liverpool fan, I absolutely do not agree. Mate, look, it's your football club and it's your player. And as I said about Trent, Liverpool fans have got the right to boo Trent, and Rio Ferdinand doesn't have the right to tell Liverpool fans what to do about their own player because he didn't play for Liverpool. So if you want to keep Salah, that's your right. You know, you're Liverpool fans. What I'm saying is that from an outsider looking in, I respect Salah, but he's not the player that he used to be, and I don't think it's going to come back. But he has got another year left on his contract, you're right. How's your back doing, Mark? Says Abdul. Well, that's a great point because while we're here, I can actually do a bit of back exercise. So what I found really good... What's that stain? Oh, it's not. It's just a bit of string. I was going to go, that could have been embarrassing. Oh, there's one there, though. And that is a stain. What's that? Oh, that is. It's not that, don't worry. I'm more worried about what it's done to the shirt. It's like... It's bloody... I know what that is. It's cheesecake. Yeah, I found this is really good for my back. I feel like I'm a bit like Cunha. The Cunha celebration is actually really good for the lower back because you sort of get a little bit of a squat in. And it's all about building the core. It's all about building the core. Liverpool have scored again. I might as well just sit back down. Why do I bother? Why do I bother? But you know what? I do know football. I understand football, and it's another deflection for Liverpool. Gakpo. I do know football, and I did say when West Ham made it 1, I didn't sense a comeback because Liverpool have been the better team since the goal. So 4-1 to Liverpool. That will be game over. Beto missed sitter. Do you think Man United get Europe? Oh, 100% Daily. 100%. I think we will get Europe. Yes, Champions League football as well. Hot take. Le Mans, most promising goalkeeper in the Premier League, says C1 Reese. I'd like to agree with you, yes. What Arsenal shirt will you wear at the Emirates? Don't know, I ain't bloody buying one. Robbie, you'll have to find it. And it better be one that fits. Yeah, to be fair, in this game, since West Ham made it 3-1, Liverpool went up a gear. You hoped that West Ham might use it as a spark, but Liverpool did go up a gear, really. And they've been worthy winners today. 4-1 is a hell of a scoreline as well. And confidence is something in football too. You know, I don't think Man United are playing that well, but there's a lot of confidence. I think Liverpool fans would admit over the last few games they haven't played well, but they've won 3 in a row. I thought Sunderland 1-0 win. They were okay against Sunderland. Against Forest, they were terrible. 1-0 win. And now you're starting to see confidence growing. 4-1. So sometimes battling through and winning games when you're not playing well breeds confidence. And Liverpool look like they're getting more and more confident here. No doubt about it. Wrexham still winning at Charlton. Coventry still drawing at home to Stoke. Hearts still beating Aberdeen. Barcelona 2-1 with Villarreal now. Still 2-1 Everton, Newcastle. About 18 minutes to go in these 3 o'clock games. What a comeback from Burnley. 3-0 up against 3-0 down to Brentford. It's 3-3. One of the best comebacks of the day. Wrexham are winning 1-0 against Charlton. Alisson and Donnarumma are locked on 50-50. I mean, this is one of the best either-ors we've had of 2026. So either or, Alisson or Donnarumma, they're locked on 50-50 here. I mean, you know what? You know, I get very excited about these locked-in 50-50s. Sesko hat-trick is imminent tomorrow, says Amit. I hope so. 3 points is what matters. The most. What am I drinking? Well, it's my Air Up, so it's water, but it's got a thing on. Probably needs changing, actually. Jamie Barker says, you're not drinking, Mark. It's 4:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. And despite many people, I don't actually drink that much. Christmas, yes, but... and I rarely drink before 7 o'clock. Liverpool are showing United how to win, says Dr. Strange. You are strange, aren't you? Because we're the most unbeaten team in the Premier League at the moment. West Ham 4-2! Goal! The comeback's on again! It's a goal on the back post for West Ham! And it's 4-2! Can they do it again? No, they won't be able to do it again, but... Jared Bowen with the corner, flicked onto the one. It didn't even get flicked on. It was on the back post. He headed it towards the goal, and Alisson tried to hook it out, but the ball was all already over the line. It's not over yet, says Christoph. He did say the comeback was on at 3-0 down at half time. You know what's making me laugh though? Burnley and Brentford. I knew this would fucking happen, right? 3-0 to Brentford. Yeah, 3-0 to Brentford. Burnley come back to make it 3-3 in the 60th minute. There's half an hour to go. And then the pair of bastards basically sit there and play out a 3-3 draw. Absolute dicks. How can it be 3-3 on the 60th minute and then it stays like it? There's got to be a winner in that game. Should United try and get Thiago as a backup striker? I don't think he's a bad idea. Frimpong coming on for Gomez. Liverpool fans will be happy to see him back. He's been quite injury prone in his time at Liverpool so far. Tell you what though, one game we've not really been talking about, Newcastle 1, Everton 2. This is going to be a real problem for Newcastle to lose again. And are they playing just too many games? Is it just tiredness for Newcastle? Seb's got his cup final tomorrow, but we've had so much rain. It's a pitch inspection in the morning. It's not, you know, they're only kids. Cup final. They've played 4 games to get to a final, and then, you know, they'll be all excited about it. And then, I used to hate games getting called off when I was a kid. But it was biblical last night, the rain. Absolute. We've had a lot of rain since New Year's Day. And, but last night took the biscuit. It was just torrential for about 8 hours. Absolute blitzed it down. Do you think Leeds will get something against City? Oh, just reminded me I need to set that up. Honestly, no. I don't. I think Leeds have done really, really well, and if they could get something today, I think they're basically safe, aren't they? But no, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Yeah, I think it'll be tough. I mean, it'd be brilliant, but it'll be tough. But I do wonder if Man City are going to start. There is this wrong perception in the Premier League at the moment that Arsenal are the bottlers and Man City are the experienced team. Well, Man City didn't win the league last year. Liverpool did. And a lot of that experience from Manchester City is actually gone. So I think that there's a lot of games for Man City to play, and they could start picking up some injuries themselves. So as I say, they've got some tough games, City. I'll go through them in a minute, but you can almost project the demands that they've got. Let me just set this up. There we go. So, oh, Burnley have done it. Fuck off. Just get out. Absolutely don't believe it. They've come from 3-0 down to be 4-0 up. I can't speak. I can't speak. I've given, you know, I actually tweeted an hour ago, Burnley getting battered. I should just keep my mouth shut about Burnley. There's definitely something about Burnley and me. Just keep my mouth shut in future. Next time I see Burnley a 3-0 down, I'm going to go, no comments. Got nothing to say. Incredible. Anyway, Man City's next few fixtures, just to give you a context of what they've got coming up. So, Leeds today, Forest on Wednesday, Newcastle away next Saturday, Real Madrid the Wednesday after that, West Ham away on the Saturday night, and then Real Madrid again. And then it's the Carabao Cup. So they've got they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. 8 games before the international break. They've got 8 games before the 22nd of March. So they've got 8 games in 22 days, 23 days. That is a lot of football. A lot of football. Man United have got 3. And you wonder why United are in the Champions League race. We've got 3 games in March. Man City have got 8. If there's a 10-point gap in Premier League prediction, the loser should wear a full kit, says Waffle. Well, I'll never give in. Gravenberch with a shot just wide there. No, fair play to Burnley. Oh, it's been VAR reviewed, the goal. Might not be a goal. Might not be a goal for Burnley. VAR. Liverpool scored. It's 5-2. Well, Gravenberch nearly just scored for Liverpool. Interesting shots, just wide, but it's going to be another goal here. Gakpo, Frimpong, own goal. Every goal that they've conceded today has been... Newcastle, it's all going on. We've got VAR at Burnley. We've got a 5th goal for Liverpool, and Newcastle have just equalised as well late on. Everything's going on. Everything's going on. Yeah, so 3 of Liverpool's goals have been deflections, 2 from corners, but it is 5. They all count. And Hermansen is the worst goal ever, says Fade. I think Burnley's goal has been disallowed, so it's still 3-3. It is still 3-3. But Newcastle have just equalised, and it's Jacob Murphy in the 82nd minute. And they have had 16 shots, to be fair, and 66% ball possession, Newcastle. So arguably deserved. But they are back level, Newcastle. They might be getting a point here. However, there's still about 10 minutes to go there. It's over for West Ham, though. 5-2. So Burnley haven't won. Burnley's goal has been disallowed. Ruled out. Burnley still 3-3 with Brentford. So Robbie's still got the draw. Actually, it would be better for me if Burnley win. Because at least he doesn't get a point. I don't get a point and he doesn't get a point. I can't speak. I can't speak. Everton have gone and scored again. What are Newcastle doing? They've equalised twice and conceded straight after. Straight after again. What? Newcastle, what are you doing? It's Barry who has scored a minute after Newcastle equalised. It happened in the first half. It's happened again. Incredible scenes. 3-2 to Everton. Newcastle fans can't believe it. Just having a quick look at the Toon review. They're not happy. What a day. I tell you what, I've had a lot of... This is not like a normal Premier League game. 6 goals at Burnley, 7 goals at Liverpool, 5 goals at Newcastle. This is a high-scoring Premier League Saturday afternoon. Best Saturday watch along ever, says ZMP. And I know, it's been very, very good. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Remember, we've got Leeds against Man City coming up at 5:30. Castle on an Elephant says, with today's result, do you reckon Burnley can now pull off the Great Escape mark? Well, no, because they're only drawing. So unless there's a late winner. Everton on the road, incredible. Everton at home, can't score. But look, fundamentally, it's going to be a big 3 points for Arsenal, for Liverpool. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're getting very close to 459,000. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Donnarumma, I'm going to have to close the poll. Donnarumma, 51%, and Alisson, 49%. So we've got to close it. We have a winner. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. I'm just looking at my Premier League predictions. Bournemouth wrong. Wolves Villa wrong. Liverpool right. Newcastle Everton wrong. Just getting loads wrong at the moment. You can't predict EPL fixtures at the moment, says Front Wheel. Barry looks like he's smoked a joint, says Amit. Oh, is that the Everton striker? Well, I'll take your word for it. Don't forget HelloFresh. Brilliant offer. 50% off your first box and 20% off your next 3 months. Links in the description or scan the QR code as it goes round. Some lovely food there. I've got 3 lovely ones this week. I should have listened to those Villa fans, says Unknown Ghost. I know. I do think there was value in going for Wolves. I don't think I ever would have gone with a Wolves win. I might have gone with a draw. But look, I've got to say, I did think that if West Ham caught Liverpool wrong, West Ham could have got something today as well. Burnley Brentford. 6 goals in the first 60 minutes, then nothing in the last half hour. Twats. Everton, Newcastle. Newcastle have come from behind twice and then instantly conceded. It's the definition of stupidity to concede a goal within a minute of scoring a goal yourself. And Newcastle have done it twice. So nice! We did it twice! We have a news announcements tomorrow. If you've seen my Insta. Think Crystal Palace is a tough game, says Objective. No. No, I don't think Crystal Palace is a tough game because I think it's tough when you've played on a Thursday night. I think we're going to start to see that really hurt a lot of teams. Velvet cake is better than chocolate cake, prove me wrong. I think Victoria Sponge done properly is the best. Man City leads. Great point, Jag, because I have set it up, haven't I? I did. I'm sure I did. Yeah, 5:30. Go and have a little bit of a bite. I tell you what, I feel a bit guilty. This week has been really busy for me because I've been working on this thing for tomorrow. And I was going to do cooking with Goldbridge, and it was going to be a dessert. And I'd even bought the ingredients, and I didn't get a chance to cook to film it, which is why it didn't go out yesterday. So me and Seb cooked it, made it. Cheesecake. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. And there's loads of it left. So I'm going to have a slice of that after this. I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it as a cooking with Goldbridge. I mean, one good thing is I've had a trial run. So I can probably make it even better next time. But it's so easy to make and absolutely amazing. No cook cheesecake as well. It's going to be... Oh, how did he miss? Enyonyi for Liverpool. Cut back from Frimpong. Should have scored. Michael says, how cringy was it when she said that? How cringy was it when she said that? Raging Swayze says, what kind of cheesecake did you go for? Standard, traditional cheesecake. Mine's raspberry, but soft cheese, biscuit crumb bottom, bit of vanilla in it. Yeah, really nice. How cringy was it when... Oh, I know, so nice. We did it twice. I think people are a bit unfair about that. It's like that's what she said. I just find it funny. It's bloody Burnley, you know. 20 goals so far for the Saturday games, says Rob. Divided by 4, we're averaging 5 a game. Bailey's cheesecake's quite nice. Are we going to get any late got? Brentford! Brentford! Come on! Get in! Have that, Robbie! Get that in your pipe and smoke it! This better not go to VAR. I've got no concept how, why, or what. But it says Brentford 4, Burnley 3. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're like, what's going on? What's going on? But Brentford have scored. I don't know. I don't know whether it could be VAR. I don't know. I've got to wait. I've got to be careful. Got to be careful because Burnley had scored. It got rubbed off. But we've got a late goal for Burnley, and it's for Brentford. Brentford, Damsgaard strikes the ball inside the net. Don't know anything more than that. I'll get a point. If this counts and it gets the full time, I'll get a point. Doesn't look like... It's a clean goal. People are saying it'll stand. It's a clean goal, Mark. It's clean. And Coventry have scored as well. 94th minute winner for Cov. Wow. Don't you just love this game? Ramon says, absolute clear goal. There's no VAR with that. What a hit. And it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. And it's in the 90th plus 4. Oh, well, look, don't count your chickens yet, but that could be a point back for me. You've got to feel a bit sorry for Burnley. I don't give a shit. They were 3-0 down. They've come back to 3-3. They've had a goal disallowed for VAR, and then Brentford have scored. Ha! But look, you've got to give Burnley a bit of credit, technically. But I've got Premier League predictions to try and win here. So, yeah. Apparently Pickford's made a great save from Tonali as well. He's made a worldy save. Loads of people going on about it. Maybe one for Match of the Day later. Actually, you don't even need to wait for Match of the Day, do you? Some interesting scores going in, though. Yes, Coventry have scored in the 4th minute of added time to make it 2-1. Wrexham still winning as well. Just going down the leagues. Salford, Gary Neville will be happy they're beating Colchester 1-0. Werder Bremen 2-0 against Heidenheim. St. Pauli beating Hoffenheim at Hoffenheim is a big result. 1-0. Beat them. Barcelona are now 3-1 up against Villarreal, so they're going to get the points as well. 3rd goal there, hat-trick for Yamal. And nobody in England can watch these live, says Nicholas. I know, disgusting, isn't it? But Singapore are going to get the Netflix of football. Thanks for all your super chats today, by the way. How big a difference does that make for your Premier League predictions? We're talking about, well, I'm 3 points down. If Brentford win, it goes down to 2 points. But if Brentford don't score that goal, it goes to 4 points. So it's a 2-point swing, basically. It's over at West Ham. It's over at Anfield. Liverpool have drawn... No, sorry, Liverpool have won 5-2. We don't know what I'm talking about. And it's still being played at Brentford. So... yeah, still being played. So I'm going to stay live. Try and stop me. Still being played. Newcastle have beaten Everton. Sorry, Everton have beaten Newcastle. Huge game there. Still being played between Burnley and Brentford. There's we're into the 7th minute of added time. I'll tell you as soon as it happens. Everton have won. I mean, that's got to be good for United because we're going to Newcastle on Wednesday. Brentford have got the ball in their half. Burnley still got time. Referee's not blown yet. Going into the 80th minute. Eddie Howe, says Fabian. Thanks for the super chat. I need this. I need this point. Who would have thought I'd be tentative? Oh, they've scored. Burnley have scored. They fucking have. They have. I'm not joking. They have. Just... I can't speak. They've bloody equalised in the with the last kick of the ball. I'll see if it leads. I'll see if it leads. Last kick of the... it's over. I could have been 2 points behind him. I'm 4 points behind him now. I mean, that's... Get the Arsenal kit. Let's do it. Let's do it tomorrow. I'll drive to London and get it out of the way. Fuck off. I mean, when the gods are doing that to you, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? There can't be any VAR on it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Handball! Handball! He's got a handball, that! That's got to be a handball! That's got to be a handball! It's got to be a handball. Are they reviewing it? It's a handball. It's got to be a handball. Are they reviewing it? They're reviewing it. They're reviewing it. Oh, God, what's going on? This could be the best 2 minutes of ever. Oh. Oh, it's the most... It's got to be a handball. It's whether it's there or it's there. It's clearly a handball, says Coco. What do we got? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sort of like... I'm looking at the chat. I don't know. It looks like a handball to me. Looks like a handball to me. I reckon they'll give it. I'm waiting for the official line here. It's a goal. I'm at the game, says the Batman. It still says 4-all. It still says 4-all VAR. If it's inconclusive, they're probably going to give it. It looks like his hand. It looks like his hand. Yeah, they've got... I can't see how they can't give that as a handball. But if it's inconclusive, you can't give that. How are you saying it's body first? I think they're going to give it. They're going to give it. They're going to give it. They're definitely going to give it. Yeah, it's goal given. I think it's goal given. What drama here? I'm looking at the chat and people are saying it's given. People are saying it's not given. I mean, I don't think people understand. This is like Robbie said draw, I said Brentford win. So this decision probably decides... Well, Premier League predictions is massively swayed like this. It'll be a 4-point lead for Robbie, or it comes down to 2 based on this. To be honest, if they're not sure, then... I've got to say, if they're not sure, then how can it be clear and obvious? It's not given! Oh, get in! Well, they still could go and score. It's not given. Oh. Whew. Well, it was a handball. It's not been given. There can't be any time left, ref. Play up. Call up a ref. End the game. Solar Panel says rather a handball or United win. Junkyard James says Jordan Pickford save. Crazy. I need to see that. Goal not given. This could, well, I don't know. Referee should be blowing it now. He feels like he's Robbie's been robbed. Well, Robbie won't even care. He'll be smoking a cigar. He won't even have an eye on this. And it's over! Oh, I tell you what, that's huge for me. Huge for me. So Robbie said a draw. I said a Brentford win. He'd have gone 4 points clear if it had been given. It goes down to 2 points now. I'm in the game. I'm still breathing. I'm like bloody Jon Snow on Game of Thrones. I've just gone. I've woken up. Brilliant decision. What a Saturday. Okay, I'm going to go and have some cheesecake and a cup of tea, and I'll be back. Rock and roll. And I'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for Leeds against Man City. They're all having a bit of a moan at the end of the game. But you know what? If you want goals to be given, Burnley, don't cheat. Don't use your hand. Don't use your hand. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in about 20 minutes.